Right then. Come on, Luce. Can't get in it with. Right, okay, right, get out of the way then. Get out of the way, right. What's the angle like? What is it like? Put less of me in it. I don't want it to be, yeah? Right, okay, so this is my 106 GTi. I bought this car about, what, a year and a half ago, Luce? Yeah. Year and a half ago. It was a rusty shit box. And I've had to learn to weld, I've had to learn to paint, and I've had to learn a few other bits, but I can't remember right now. Okay, so I have replaced these inner wings. I've replaced this inner wing here, both sills at the front. I've replaced the exhaust, the jack points. I've replaced the beam underneath the fuel tank as well. And there's like a few other little places like inside here. There's like little holes. I've ripped some studs out and stuff like that. Anyway, year and a half later, I get it running and my cam pulley bolt came loose because I forgot to Loctite it or didn't torque it up properly. But it's my fault because I'm the only one that's worked on this thing, along with my dad, Lucy. Lucy, just... You
can't blame me.
No, but it's my fault. No, I'm not blaming it. It was me. I'm just trying to shout out the people that have helped me, you know. Corey and all the other lads like on Instagram, you all know who you are, mate. So cam pulley bolt came loose, timing spun out, and the valves have all donked on my pistons. I'll show you the cylinder head, that's up here. So those valves up there are spangled, but luckily the head's all right, the pistons are all right. We'll just get that rebuilt again in the future. So we've got a decent head on the way now with 3 angle cut valves. It's got skinned head, obviously, and it's been ported. So we're going to whack that on along with these juicy boys, Newman phase 3 cams. Once it's all back together, we're going to get it mapped by hopefully Wayne at Chip Wizards. Drive that up there or trailer it up there, and then we're going to either get it wrapped or painted right at the end. But as it stands right now, all the rust is gone. Electrically, it's reliable. Fingers crossed. There's going to be no leaks because we've leak tested it. We've had it up to temperature. We just need to get the head back on, and then this engine's reliable again. So starting from the beginning, really, it was rusty. So I wire brushed the whole bottom of the car. Where there was decent seam sealer, I left it on there, and I just took the rusty stuff back to bare metal. I then either chopped out the rust and replaced it, or bought new panels and done exactly the same. Covered the whole lot in Hydrate 80, zinc primed it, 2K primed it, then wrapped it at the bottom. That's all in white, I'll show you that in a second. And then at the top, it's just 2K gloss white in, I think it's blank wise or something like that, I can't remember, there is a colour code. And I'll put it up in this corner here, right? Okay. So I'll do a little walk round of the car. We'll start with what I've done here. So because I've fitted the satchel brace here, obviously it's a bit dirty at the minute because we are grafting, but my mate Josh Keane welded that in for me, so shout out to Josh. I did try and got loads of abuse on Instagram, so I left that to the professionals and then filled it in, painted it, and I think that looks pretty good. These inner wings, I replaced these myself with a bit of YouTubing, and shout out to Project Saxo, Sean, because if it wasn't for your YouTube, mate, I never would have got those done. So I think I've done a pretty good job of that. I'm happy with that. Obviously, it is dirty, but when you think that this is a line of weld from someone that's never welded before, I am pretty happy with that. And then the same here. Should have given it a clean before the video, really. But anyway, that is that. What I've done as well, because I wanted to see it glossy from the top when you looked in, but I wanted it like reliable and not rusty here, I've wrapped it and done a crispy line, so it's still glossy and protected. And I've done the same here as well. And then on the inside, that is gloss white roll cage, and I've stitch welded the whole chassis as well. But anyway, back to the engine bay. Because I've welded this in, I've had to relocate this, and then the battery tray's in the way. So the battery is relocated. Yeah. So what I have done is I've taken a big juicy cable from the starter motor here, through this conduit into that gland fitting down there, and then that runs through the car to the battery behind the passenger seat. And then take a feed from here and I run it all the way through here, up and into that fuse box, and then into that fuse box. I've used a normal battery cable fitting, nice and reliable. That then clips onto there, and then my little button there, the primer, relay, pump, safety, car valve, wherever it is. I did want to keep this like all clean white, but it's such a decent place for the ECU to sit. I just have to make sure I keep it nice and clean under there to prevent rust, because I think water gets trapped underneath here and that's why they rust. And then in terms of brake lines, all I've got here is, I believe that is the upgraded master cylinder of the 206. I will find the part number. It's underneath here. So I'm not sure if that's an aftermarket one or not. I think it is an upgraded one, but that's what came on the car. Proline braided lines. We've got red with stainless. Down to a T-piece there, with a line going all the way through the car. And then in terms of gearbox, nothing's been done to the gearbox, just a brand new clutch and release bearing. New clutch cable, new throttle cable. Original coolant line or whatever was on there already. Plenty meaty enough and in good nick. Aftermarket coolant hoses, sat shift. And then in terms of my steering rack, that's just an OEM steering rack. It's a power steering one that's been blanked off, and I've just put loads of grease inside it. Steering is heavy, but every single bolt has been zinc plated. Every bolt that's been zinc plated, all these have been zinc plated. The block's been painted. Fresh timing belt. There's not a lot of space in here at the minute, but we've got the exhaust off, all the intake, coolant and rad. Everything's fresh and ready to go on. Got the seats covered up. Like I say, on the inside, that's all painted. A couple of coats of 2K primer and then 2K white. OMP subframes, Sparco Grid Q seats. Got these second hand on Facebook Marketplace, and they're in immaculate condition. They're as good as new. Trusty Haynes manual. Even though there's nothing in there at all about the GTi, I'm keeping the door cards in So I want to go for that club sport feeling. I should have hoovered it loose for the video, really. Here we are. Battery cable runs through. Oh yeah, do you want to?
Won't turn on now.
Lucy's got a Temu Hoover.
Actually, no.
Shut up.
Oh.
There you go. Come here and test it out for the video. Yeah. Go on, darling. Right. The battery cable comes through here.
You just put
Round to the battery, and we're going to make a tray for that soon. We'll get a smaller battery. Here's the brake lines continued through gland fittings, standard fuel pump, standard fuel lines, and fuel filter at the minute. It's the OMP steering wheel, came with the car. I'm just going to leave that in there. Quite like it. Sat shift, fully refurbed. Bias valve, same bias valve that came with the car. Sticker's missing on the top. I need to get a new sticker made for that because I think it looks shit. With a custom bracket. I made this red bracket here. 2 little Allen key bolts to secure this in, and then you control your brake power. 3D printed window button box. So they drop in and they'll eventually click in and sit all nicely in there with the loom then teed in. This is the handbrake switch, which I'm going to extend so it can sit in there, but I need to just extend it because obviously I've relocated all the loom and stuff now. And then this will be tucked up all neat, proper tidy. JP cages, half cage. Absolutely beautiful. Still need to paint the inside of the doors, but I've left the plastic on that. I think it looks tidy. I'm going to leave it like it, I reckon. Same as the door cards. I think it all comes together really nicely like this. Get some nice harnesses. I don't know what colour harnesses to go for yet. What do you think, Liz?
red.
Grey?
Red.
Red, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, the colour.
Need to replace little bits like that. I think they look brilliant. It's a bit of a squeeze. Tiny little spot of surface rust and the wrap's peeled off. So I'll probably get this panel wrapped, but for the test drives just to make it look good. This I've sprayed just with a can, but it looks good enough for me. It needs a clean, but you look close up. Pretty tidy. Wheels need a paint. I'm going to do those myself as well. The whole idea of this project was that I did as much by myself as I could. It's immaculate. Re-seam sealed everything. Stitched all the chassis together, whereas usually they'd be spot welded. You have to ignore the welding on the roll cage feet. I tried my best, but we're all learning, hey? It's strong enough. All right, and I'll show you a little bit underneath. Obviously the inner arches, I welded them up. Raptor on the inside. Tyres were pretty good. And underneath the car, it's a bit dark at the minute. I'll put the flash on. Got the freshly Raptored bottom. Mounts ready for the Pug Sport. Refurbed calipers from Matthew Moore. Polybush rear axle. Okay, I think that's about it for now. The sunroof isn't fitted yet, and I was in two minds whether to delete it. But I think for that club sport,
I like it.
sort of, yeah, sunset cruise. Right.
Need to cover the thing up or not?
What thing?
Oh no, you just want to see if the spark's gonna do
Got it.
yeah?
Fucking hell, girl! It fucking lives! Oh, there she goes.
She's smoking.
She's smoking! Oh, 22 AM. Where is everybody? Everyone's asleep. What the hell is going on? The moment is finally here. We're in the 106 GTi, sat shift gear linkage with Dad in Scotland. It is happening. We're driving home. 8 hours starts now. Scotland, Edinburgh. Dad's taking some videos. GTi. What are you thinking, Dad? Update. We are 25 miles from Leeds. Dad's now on his second drive. Oil is stable, temperature is stable, and we're just cruising. Nearly at 70, got the old earplugs in, and I have as well, but it's lovely. Beautiful scenery, look, you can see the mountains on the side, bit of rain, it's all good. We're getting overtaken by everyone because we're just chilling.